Hi students, good morning. Today we have to discuss about chapter 8, lesson water. Today our topic is hard and soft water. Okay, hard and soft water. What do you understand about hard and soft water? Okay, daily you are using water in your home, but you didn't know which is soft water and which is hard water. So, today class, you all of you know which is hard water and which is soft water. First of all, hard water. Water that cannot lather easily with soap is hard water. Okay, students, water that cannot lather easily with soap foams is called hard water. Why? Because hard water has high mineral content consisting of the bicarbonates and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. It may be calcium bicarbonate or it may be magnesium bicarbonate. Whatever the these are the high mineral content. Okay, so uh, so so hard water that cannot lather easily with soap is called hard water. See, I will give an example. So our rainwater is a soft water. Okay, pure water. How we how it will be converted to hard water? Because this pure rainwater came into our some rainwater fall in the earth. So our earth contains uh, many rocks. Okay, so the rocks having calcium and magnesium content having okay the high mineral content inside our earth. So this pure water mixed into this calcium and magnesium, it become a hot water. Okay, and then what is soft water? The opposite of hard water. Water that can lather easily with soap is soft water. Water that can lather easily with soap is soft water because soft water has low concentration of calcium and magnesium minerals and bicarbonates. Okay, it's not the high concentration, it's very low concentration of calcium and magnesium minerals and bicarbonates. So look at this picture. See, it can lather easily with soap. Okay, coming with many foams. So look at the picture. Difference between hard water and soft water. And see these example students. See, the rainwater is a soft water, but it fall down to in our earth inside the groundwater, it having the calcium and magnesium inside. Okay, so this water react with this calcium and magnesium, it become a hot water. Okay, see the difference between hot water and soft water. See, here no foams, but here many foams will be results for test on hot and soft water. See the another example. See, this bottle having soft water and this bottle having hot water. So if you shake well, lot of bubbles will be come in soft water. So the clear water will be visible. See the hot water, the minimal to no bubbles. Okay, but in down cloudy water, the cloudy water will be formed. So this is the example for soft water and hard water. And then students, so there are two types of hardness of water. Okay, today we are seeing only the hardness of water. One is, there are two types of hardness of water. One is temporary hardness and another one is permanent hardness. One is temporary hardness and another one is permanent hardness. What is temporary hardness? The hardness caused by the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium dissolved in water is called temporary hardness. Listen carefully students, the hardness caused by the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium dissolved in water. Calcium and magnesium. Okay. So this type of hardness can be removed by boiling. Okay, this type of hardness can be removed by boiling. Okay, now permanent hardness. I already told that temporary hardness means the hardness caused by the bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium dissolved in water. Here, chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium in water is called permanent hardness. See, that is in temporary hardness, calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate. But here, calcium chloride or magnesium chloride or calcium sulfate or magnesium sulfate. Okay, these are dissolved in water. So this type of hardness cannot be removed by boiling. So only it called as permanent hardness. Then how it will be removed means by using washing soda. Okay, using Na2CO3. In washing soda method we have to remove. This method can be used for the removal of permanent hardness by washing soda. So we have to remove this hardness. We make that soluble, we make this sulfate of calcium and magnesium, these are soluble in water. We have to convert it is insoluble. Okay, then only it then only that insoluble salts form a precipitate. Okay, then we have to filter, it can be removed by filtration, and then soft water is obtained. Okay, students, and then we are going to talk about removing of hardness of water. Before that, we have to discuss about disadvantages of hard water. Okay, first thing, hard water is not suitable for drinking or cooking purpose. Keep it in mind, students. Hard water is not suitable for drinking or cooking purpose because hard water has high mineral content. It having calcium and magnesium. If you drink that water may cause stomach problems. Okay, the main thing is it cause stomach problems. And second point, the appliances that use water such as dishwashers, washing machines, hot water heaters and boilers accumulate mineral deposits called scale on their surface. So I will show that example for you. See, students, see this example, how the scale formation, see the pipe, see the difference between heater, see the calcium formation in this heater. But using soft water it will be clear. For hard water the crystal will be forming. See, hard water, see the difference. So hard water contains dissolved bicarbonates. So these are dissolved bicarbonates. It may be calcium bicarbonate or it may be magnesium bicarbonate. So the dissolved bicarbonates on boiling dissociate to form insoluble carbonates which go on depositing on the inner walls of the boiler. See, look at the picture. So this results is scaling. Okay, students, this scale, okay, I told no scale on the surface, accumulate mineral deposit called scale on the surface. This scale reduces the efficiency of these appliances and may shorten their lifespan. Okay, it reduces the efficiency of these appliances and may shorten their lifespan. And then hot water do not form lather with the soap. I already told. Water that cannot lather easily with soap is hot water. Okay. Due to which reason it cannot be used for laundry. Okay, they didn't the laundry they did not use hot water. Okay, because it causes wastage of soap. It causes wastage of soap, and hot water cannot be used in textile and leather industries also. Okay, because it affects the uniform dyeing of paper and clothes. Okay, these are the disadvantages of hot water. And then see the extra example, students. This is not in your book, but I have to explain what happens when hot water is used daily. You are bathing. Okay, if you are daily bathing in hot water means uh, your skin dry, okay, makes the skin dry and leaves a whitish residue on the skin, okay. So and then if you are using utensils in your home, if you are using hot water, the utensils lost shine and get stained when washed with hot water, okay, in your pipe or in your bathroom, or washing, whatever maybe, it gets stained, it lost shine and gets stained when washed with hot water, okay. And then removing hardness of water. The first thing is removing hardness of water. First one, hardness of water can be removed by the following methods. One is by boiling and another one is by washing soda. But this boiling method only for temporary hardness. This method can be used only for the removal of temporary hardness of water. Okay. On boiling temporary hot water, the soluble salts of calcium and magnesium become insoluble salts. Okay, it become, why it will be insoluble? Then only we get precipitate. Okay, now these calcium and magnesium salts will be soluble in water. We become insoluble salt, then only we get precipitate, and we can be removed by filtration, and we get a finally soft water. See this chemical equation. So calcium bicarbonate in that water. Okay, if we heat this water, this calcium bicarbonate converted like this. So the precipitate calcium carbonate will be formed as a precipitate. So the removal of carbon dioxide and water. And then the another example, see students, magnesium bicarbonate. If we heat this magnesium bicarbonate, the calcium carbonate form as a precipitate. Okay, and then removal of carbon dioxide, finally we get a pure water. And then you see students, the second step, by washing soda. Using washing soda, this method can be used for the removal of permanent hardness of water. Okay, the first thing, that the boiling method can be used only for the removal of temporary hardness, but by washing soda method can be used for the removal of permanent hardness of water. Okay, so to removal of permanent hardness of water, it is treated with washing soda. What is the formula for washing soda? Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Okay, so washing soda is soluble in water. It reacts with soluble chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium and form their respective insoluble carbonates, which can be removed by filtration. Finally, the soft water is obtained. See students, calcium chloride. Okay, it reacts with soluble chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium and form their respective insoluble carbonates. Okay, which is insoluble carbonate? See, this calcium chloride react with washing soda. Here Na2CO3 is a washing soda. So this calcium chloride react with sodium carbonate. This calcium react with carbonate. Okay, and form as a precipitate. This Na react with Cl. So we get a NaCl, sodium chloride. And see, the magnesium sulfate react with sodium carbonate. It become a magnesium carbonate. And this sodium react with sulfate. Sodium sulfate form. So this is the method. So this is the precipitate we have to remove in the water. This is a precipitate, so which can be removed by filtration, and finally soft water is obtained. And finally, see students, purity of water. Natural water is never pure, students. Okay, the natural water is never pure. It's such a good solvent that it contains dissolved substance, whatever its origin. See, the rainwater is a pure water. See, it dissolved gases from the air. Example, in our atmosphere having carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, it will mixed with dissolved with gases, rainwater. Okay, and then the rivers having dissolved salts from rocks and soils, also having oxygen. Okay, And see the sea having dissolved sodium and magnesium salts, example NaCl and carbon dioxide. And water also contains man-made chemicals such as if you know one thing, the detergents, some other few things, detergents, acids, fertilizers and other pollutants also having. So the natural water is never pure. Thank you students. Thank you so much.